Hello and welcome to this edition of The New Masculine. Okay, so this evening I put up a post on Facebook with some advice and recommendation to men who are thinking about getting involved in a relationship with a gold digger. So, this is what I wrote. It's my advice and recommendation to men not to get involved with a woman or get romantically attached to a woman who does not have a source of income. So it's true that biologically women are programmed to seek resources through a man, but historically we've come far from hunter-gathering days and any capable woman can generate her own income. And if she can't, I'd advise that woman to concentrate on finding a way to earn for herself without a man to support her. Now it's going to be too long to go into all of the reasons and ramifications of the Western court and judicial system and all that. But basically, what I said was that the complexities of our times have engineered it such that our political and judiciary systems favour the woman and leave the man with less than nothing. Okay, now this is neither equal nor fair, not at all. To be a white Western man is not an appetising prospect in this climate of cultural Marxism or new wave, third wave feminism, whatever the hell you call it. To man's added disadvantage, there is a growing number of entitled, narcissistic, gold-digging women who advertise themselves in the most gross manner in order to attach themselves to wealthy men. Now, those of you in the Red Pill community will be aware of hypergamy, the concept that women always marry up. They partner up with men that are better looking, have better genes, and are more successful than them. And if they are a 6 out of 10, they'll be looking for an 8 out of 10 in a man. So, this is a concept in the Red Pill community. Hypergamy, like I just said, women will always look to close a better deal. Now, we cannot get mad at them for that. This is just something innate in their biology, and it's filtered through. Despite feminism, women still latch on to men. A lot of women, at least, still latch on to men for their material resources. Okay. But the climate has changed now, where because of the economic recession worldwide, caused by a few unscrupulous and immoral individuals, which has weakened the economy, it's discredited the capitalist enterprise, it's made a mockery of democracy and government, and the whole thing is just rotten and corrupt to the core. So any new masculine man with wisdom and morality is not going to get involved with these wicked devils. Okay, so just where I left off. So these men, unintelligent as they are, will succumb to this type, while she monkey branches to a higher status male. Now, if a woman is materialistic, there's no satisfying her cravings, and I'll get onto that in a bit. There's no satisfying her cravings. If now this was, I'm going to put an adjunct to the main points in this post, because there was a second post I put up about that even if you're a billionaire, you should not get involved with a gold digger, and I'll explain why. Okay, so these men, unintelligent as they are, will succumb to this type, the gold digger, while she monkey branches to a higher status male. Because hypergamy means that no matter what resources and status you have as a man, she will look for something better, and you will be history. You'll be old news, pal. Make no mistake, this is the way these Western spoilt women are. And I'm not saying they represent all women, but there is a growing number of materialistic, spoiled, entitled, narcissistic women that should be avoided at all costs. I know what I'm talking about. So, this is what alpha women do. This is what hypergamy is. So, as an adjunct, I would strongly advise also against marriage and quite possibly having children at all. I know this sounds radical, but my advice is it is better that a man date multiple women, screening them out with precision and awareness until he finds his ideal. That woman will exhibit the following 11 characteristics. Okay. Number one, attractiveness. Obviously, as men, we're attracted to beauty. And forget about what the feminists say. Men are not attracted to ugly women. It's just the way it is. Beautiful women are not attracted to ugly guys. That's just biology. We just have to accept that fact and find someone who is at our own attractiveness level. So beauty, neither too thin, not these horrible paper thin, weighty Kate Moss type models, horrible, nor too fat, but these fat models, these fat women with rolls of flesh and double. How can that be attractive? Come on, it's unhealthy, it's ugly. Like avoid. That's number one. Okay, number two, intelligence. You must be able to hold an interesting conversation with her at any time. Now, I don't care if this woman looks like Penelope Cruz or Eva Mendes or Salma Hayek. If she looks like the perfect porn star, if she shows up at the date, or she's in the coffee house or restaurant with you, and she cannot hold a conversation, then what good is she for anything other than sex? I mean, or eye candy. I mean, the feminists say that we shouldn't treat women like sex objects, but they present themselves in such a way as to be offering nothing else. They expect us just to show up with a pussy and the man should just hand over his goods at the drop of a hat, but it doesn't work like that. We men have to be interested, so you must have an education. You must be interested in reading and current affairs and have some interest in philosophy. Okay? Number three, not materialistic. Now, this is really, really, really important, guys. She, like us, should value money and nice things, but not be interested in shopping, fashion, the latest products, Kardashians, etc., and all these stupid bimbos, the empty, brainless women that talk about nothing but shoes, handbags, jewellery. They will suck your soul dry. Get rid of them. Have nothing to do with these women. You know what I mean? Okay. Number four, earns her own money. Now, I'm with the feminists on this one. Even though I don't agree with a lot of the things, especially the new extremist type of women would say, I would at least advocate the feminist position that she earns her own money. Why is this vital? It shows she's not entitled. Okay, and she doesn't expect a man to provide everything. There's nothing wrong with a guy buying presents for the woman he loves, or showing his appreciation with, buying the odd thing here and there, and all that sort of As long as it's reciprocated in some way, you know what I mean? If she doesn't have the money, perhaps she could reciprocate in another way. If she's doing that with other men, forget about it. So, she should earn her own money. That shows that she's not an entitled queen, and it shows she's not a whore. Okay? 5. Trustworthy. She must be reliable, loyal, and truthful. Very important. If you can't trust her, dump her. Drop her like a bad habit. Trust is almost everything, as we'll come to find out. Okay, 6. This should go without saying, but in this culturally and genderly confused climate of gay, bisexual relationships and multiple partners and open relationships and orgies and all that kind of thing, she should be monogamous. If she's not ready to fucking commit to you as a guy, it means you're not good enough for her. What the hell are you doing with such a woman? You know what I mean? If you can't be her white knight in shining armour, I know that's kind of blue pill language, but if you can't be her ideal, then she's going to be looking for it from other men. And this is something that no true man wants to contemplate and wants to put up with. So don't tolerate it. She should be monogamous. If she's slept around in the past, this must change with you, but it's a red light nonetheless. She should be willing to commit to you as her ideal man and give up other men. Not too much to ask, right? You'll be surprised. Number 7. Not working as a stripper, porn actress, or prostitute. Now, again, that's what these women want to do. And they're not forced into it. Good luck to them. Nothing against them. Will not say a bad word about them. But they are not, I repeat, not relationship material. Okay. So these women are fine for sex and enjoyment, but they are not someone to get involved with romantically. So you've been warned, and I know what I'm talking about. Moreover, these women are inevitably jealous, vindictive, and gold diggers, and they fight amongst each other, they steal from each other. Don't get involved with this type of woman. Number 8, warm and caring. No man wants to be with a cold bitch. Don't mistake detachment for indifference. A woman who can provide love and affection is worth 100 good looker hookers. Right. 9. Kinky. A woman should love sex and be joyously experimental. Nothing is less attractive than a frigid, sexless, celibate woman. You should enjoy sex with her for years to come. A man should roar like a dragon when he ejaculates inside her, and she should be energized as a result. Make this a rule. No boring sex. As a man and a woman, you should not put up with boring sex, because sex is the motivating force for all life. For all of manifestation comes from sex. It should be an act of energy, delight, enjoyment, abundance. You know? Number 10, spiritual. Unless she's a borderline New Age charlatan, spiritually inclined women are far more interesting than regular working scientific or rational type women. True men are not attracted to career society type women. We like our women to be goddesses, powerful. So none of this new wave feminist career bollocks with all this conditioned blue pill mindset and wanting to take advantage of careers and positions which have turned men into wild, wicked, vile, wicked creatures. So is that the kind of equality you want? Is that what you call being feminine? No, I'm all for femininity. Feminism, it's a different story, right? So spirituality, very important. It shows that she's not fundamentally materialistic. Something else matters to her, for God's sake. Now, 11, she should be able and willing to cook. If she's a feminist, she will hate this suggestion. Drop her like a bad habit. I can cook well. My mother taught me to cook well. I don't mind cooking for a woman, but I expect her to cook for me as well. It's just normal. It shows caring. It shows kindness to want to nourish your partner. So that's all I've got to say for that. Oh, okay. Thanks for that. And the next comment that I put up was, hold on while this screen gets to size. Okay. So this was the adjunct I was talking about. This is the addition. So this is to all rich men. Even if you're a billionaire, as a man, you should not get involved with a gold digger. Do not get involved with a materialistic woman. Let me explain why. If you buy her a ring, she'll want a bracelet. If you give her a car for her birthday, she'll expect a yacht for your anniversary. Buy her a mansion and she'll want the whole fucking island. That's the type of woman she is. She inherits the earth and she wants the moon and the stars. There is no end to craving, no end to her empty, fundamentally shallow aspirations. There is no satisfying a woman who is fundamentally materialistic, because a materialistic woman is essentially empty. And I don't mean empty in the sense of being spiritually enlightened. She's the absolute opposite of that. She's the most vacuous soul imaginable, and she will suck you completely dry. She'll milk you like a cow, and there'll be nothing left. You'll be an empty, shriveled creature. Don't let that happen to you. Okay. So she must grow out of her dependence on useless objects and things, on clothes and houses. If a man has to buy or pay for a woman, it is not a genuine connection, and there is no future but debt and hardship. Ask any celebrity male or Wall Street banker. If she has dollar signs in her eyes, get her to flash them across the street in the red zone and be on your way. Thanks for listening.